in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before he enter. Don't you hang with the ops talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer, cooped up, make get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2, so you roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball, you can't jump with me. Ballin' jump, man, touch hands, we bout to bump then. Better bang yours, cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight, it take time. You seen a Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. What I want for Christmas too? That's the same time with me, it's game time. But with you, yeah, it's same time. Hey, keep playing around, get your head. Don't wanna live right, well, alright, leave you dead wrong. Hey, well, okay. I catch the dog, he getting the beat like it's Dre, like the money in the bank. You better play where it's safe. Told him belly fill his tank, run him to the next state. I get down, I get
It should be a good game, boys.
he gon' get a pass from the slimy summer. Hungry for it, see it issue and I rub my stomach. Enough paper to make a book, I could get it published. What? You gonna believe me? Think for brown skin, real can see the got good go retrieve it, the short small. When that's from Cali, but the cheetah print out white curve. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Ric Flair. 180.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, Cal. 180.
Another one for Gibbs. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Giving that tackle to Kyle Van Noy.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
We go tonight. 120.
Out of the shotgun. Gone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Possibly an early indicator of where they're going to want to go when they want important yards, Brock. Didn't need that much on 3rd down, but they chose to pro for it instead of run it.
Yeah, one of the things about that down and distance is you typically get man-to-man coverage. So I don't mind that call, being aggressive. You got to find a way to execute.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Hey! What?
Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. He cuts it toward the right sideline. There's a lot of space. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
1st down from the red zone. Drops back. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
The 50th play. No goal.
Wasn't accurate on the extra point, but he should be able to keep this between the sidelines, hopefully, as he sends this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone, so we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time. And we'll pause now. Looks like we had an injury on the play. Working to identify who it was. And, yeah, it's Jahmyr Gibbs who's getting looked at by the trainers. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, gone. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap here to go. He lofts it deep right side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
And he drives this into the pouring rain. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Lamar off the play fake. On him quick, and they bring him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
At the 26-yard line.
Another try following the sack. Escapes the pocket. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. They'll run here following the penalty. And he gets him around 6 there. Lee McNeil in on the tackle.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the gun, Jackson. On the move, hit it right. He's keeping it. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's good.
We set it down for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews. And it's going to be second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. From the gun, run for Henry. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Jackson now on third. Connecting on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Now gone. Forced out to his right. That's complete to the back. David Montgomery. And there's not going to be a score, but great effort. He's out of bounds inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
14. 180.
From the red zone now. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Here we go.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score reads 9-0. Back to the bank in just a moment. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance.
We go, son! Hey, Cal! 180! Turbo time!
Off the play fake. Here's Goff. Blitz is there, and he goes down. Quickly there, chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Hey, 20! Hey, let's go! Let's go, Brown!
On 3rd and goal, Goff. Rolling, Goff has it knocked out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they don't get much after recovering the fumble, so a near turnover ends in a loss of yards. On 4th down, the Lions going to try to put 3 on the board here with Jake Bates. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Bates' kick is up and good. And it's back to a one-score game now. The deficit is 6.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
His return starts at the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. He doesn't get close to breaking even on this play, Brock. Out of bounds, well behind the line. 2nd and long coming up.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
13.
Here's Lamar. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That's now the 3rd sack of the game, and I know how these defenders start to think. How many more can I tally up before this one's over? Still a bunch of game time. And this defense, well, they're feeling it.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st down throw for Jackson. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And he's able to stay on his feet through that run, at least until the tackle stops him. He picked up close to 4. So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Lamar now from the gun. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort. The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. They're now set for 1st and 10.
We're good. We're 20.
Here's Goff. And he gets a gain of 9, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches.
Hold on. Check. We go tonight. Like 20.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Goff setting the throw. Trying for the deep ball. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
All right, following the incompletion. Here's 2nd down.
2 for 1.
Montgomery now up the middle. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Throwing is gone. Oh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
It's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? And we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson off the play action. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Here's 2nd and 14. Oh, should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. But 2 in a row now have slipped away.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Gotta start taking better care of the football, Brock, as he brings him to the line here, third down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hits his running back. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. Here's Goff on first and 10. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw, so it'll be second down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Catch made left side by Laporta. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Third and a lone yard coming up. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Gets him on a quick hitter. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Again, Goff. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Brought in inside the 20. And he has this down to the 14-yard line. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. Gonna throw again. Goff. And they take this in for the score. The Lions take the lead just before halftime. It's a Jared Goff touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Bates tacks on the extra point. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
Ravens 9. Jack Fox to kick off for the
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And they steal it back on the return. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Fox now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Wester on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down. Here's Lamar. Buys time, rolling right. 32.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to his feet, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. First throw for the backup now. That's caught for the first. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
1st and 10. Here's Rush. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 42. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. He's not far from that first down marker, is he, partner? Up to the 47. 3rd down coming up.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Mitchell gets it from the gun. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced. Brock had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Football on that 47-yard line. 1st down.
2 for 1. We go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Shotgun snap here to go. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that. Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Out of the gun here, Rush. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. That throw looking for LeJontay Wester. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Rush throwing on 3rd. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And he's hit hit before he can get anything on that return.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
12. We go to that.
Man in motion, out of the slot. To the air on first down. Here's Gone. Taking a deep shot here. Big game downfield. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Fox now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, it's Rush. Completed to his running back. He gets loose down the right side. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the third.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off, a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage big time.
No stranger to this in his career, Brock. John Harbaugh wants his offense to tack on 2 more. He's throwing for it! Flushed out of the pocket. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
Well, maybe some second guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. First and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's second and 8. Again, it's Gibbs. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Give that tackle to Broderick Washington.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Off now on third down. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up fourth down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it, it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Looking to throw. He's got it to his running back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
Whoa!
Now Gibbs. He takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring it up 3rd and 7.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
We go tonight. 120. 76. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
From the gun, gone. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Here we go.
Throwing, rush. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. Still fighting forward. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olson would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level, because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Return starts at the 9. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Let's go now. Ready.
And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
DC.
They go play action with Goff. Has the connection to Wright. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender recovers.
Unable to connect with his running back. So 2nd down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the 3rd row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now 3rd down is so much harder.
Goff now, 3rd and long. Launches one deep downfield. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. for the punt. Jack Fox will kick it away. Punt meets him at the 28. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ready up!
Here's first and 10 from the 34.
18. Ready?
To the air with Rush. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Another try following the sack. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at third and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Here he is on third and long. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. They did it. He made the interception. Kicked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions have some new life in the fourth.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 180.
Off to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. He has room past the 25. Keeps it moving. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
And he reaches the end zone, so they'll be up to a 7-point lead. Well, Brock, the run's certainly an option as they lined up for 2. But as an offense, what are you looking for when you decide to throw it instead?
Well, you've spent all week working on these plays, and usually you have 2 or 3 that you like. That run game, you're right, you can run it. But there's so much more space with creativity in the passing game. And good offenses, elite offenses, they find a way not just to practice it, but to execute it when it matters.
The Ravens in very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Rush looking to pass. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 9-yard loss. It's now 2nd and 19 at the 30.
Trying again, following the sack. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. Some good running to pick up 9, but it's still going to be 4th down as he winds up a step or two short.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Here we go, set. 19.
1st and 10. Here's Rush. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And they take him down right along the 30. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for another Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 70 line.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens losing by 7. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. 60 Eagle. 60 Eagle. 19 lock.
Rush now to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Set. 19. Pioneer. Mustang 19.
Setting up to pass. To the left and holding by Likely. And he's right up next to that 1st down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Here he is to throw. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut it to a point late in this one. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the 4th. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And it looks like he's going to opt not to bring this one out. So they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Gibbs on the carry. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Detroit.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He's going to keep his balance long enough to get ahead for a gain of 5. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw it. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure of earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Tiger!
Ralph tosses that quickly out wide. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. We're in a double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
So everything comes down to this from Jake Bates. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this one's off the mark. It's going to wind up short and too far right. That's going to do it for regulation. So some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. Gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he manages to find a little traction on that search field as he fights forward for a couple. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
A chance to take the lead and set themselves up for a win. Gotta make this count as they come up on 2nd down. Gibbs now from the gun. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Don't want their first overtime drive to stop now. They gotta get 6 on 3rd down.
Hey, let's go. Brown.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Well, the offense is certainly moving on the right track so far in past years for a potential game-winning touchdown. But let's not forget, Brock, the other side will get a chance to answer no matter what happens on this opening series.
Yeah, that response is something for their defense to worry about. All these 11 gentlemen need to do is continue the steady progress downfield and getting that opening first down. So critical to any possession, but even more so in overtime.
No luck on the look to his back. So that brings up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions that made this 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. And off to Gibbs from the gun. Here's the first inside the 45. And he works this down to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. First and 10 from the 41.
Like 20. What's up?
Another one for Gibbs. Breaks the tackle. Green grabs ahead. And he manages to find a little traction on that soaked field as he fights forward for a couple. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Gets this to Montgomery. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. Now remember, the other side has a shot to answer a touchdown here with the new overtime rules in the regular season. But that might not even come into play if this opening drive comes up empty.
Yep, and this defense is doing its best so far to make sure all it's going to take is a field goal to win, Kate. They want to win this game with their play on this opening series, and that type of negative play, tackle for loss, is exactly what you want. Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter, but they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Big moment here in overtime. 4th down, and the offense is out there.
Tiger.
To throw. That one complete to St. Brown. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. One of their best play calls of this game, Brock. That's him 17 yards on 4th down and gets them the first.
Hey, 76. Look at us. 180. What's up?
They go play action with Goff. Another one caught by St. Brown. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone, it's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking offensively. You are not going to feel good coming off the field if you got to settle for 3.
4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, it's a give to Gibbs. And he will get this to the end zone for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions take the lead in this game. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. The extra point is good, and that's a big one. Now their defense just has to defend a 7-point lead here in overtime. Well, in past years, this game would have been over on that score, but starting this year, their opponents get to respond as we are back underway. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Now he gets a shot here in overtime. Cut out left. And we'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Held in left side. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29. So the Lions get the win on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Baltimore.